to Feyenoord, the big ticket in Holland on the day. Ajax looking to dump the third-place side and see if they could sew up their 29th Eredivisie title in the process. PSV at Groningen also playing into things. More on that one in a moment, but it's the Ajax clash first, and Ajax earns our first highlight from the contest. Sneijder and Sikora combining sharply to tee one up for Van der Vaart, but Raphael is robbed by Zodebayer, and Rafi frustrated but getting set to move on. Later in the half, it's Ajax moving on, and it's Pienaar with the cross, finding Van der Vaart again, but this time he'll be rejected by the Feyenoord keeper, who's really on his game. Looks good there, makes a fine save again, Mr. VDV. Pauses for a moment to regroup. Still scoreless in the second half when Ajax finally beats Zodebayer, but Sneijder's free kick can't beat the post, allowing Feyenoord to transition to offense, and Wesley a minute to consider what might have been. A little beyond the hour, the host feeling creative. Ono tries the long-distance route to a goal with a sneak attack. In this particular case, does not pay off. Good idea, just not exactly the execution he had in mind, and that's bad news because soon after, Raphael Van der Vaart serves as a playmaker, charging down the wing and centering. The ball ends up at the feet of Ibrahimovic, and the Swedish international gets it across the line. 1-0 Ajax, seemingly putting the title a little closer, which explains the reaction of Ibrahimovic and the Ajax supporters making the trip to Feyenoord. But with time winding down, the hosts spoil the party for the visitors. Some gritty work on the left flank leads to an ideal ball for Dirk Kuyt. And Kuyt ties this affair at a goalless side, which just happens to be your final score.